Our research is based on the fact that Tulare County has an increased rate of childhood obesity compared to the rest of California and is associated with increased risks of chronic health conditions. Our 5-week program aimed to teach students in the Wood Lake community about hygiene, nutrition, first aid, physical health, and mental health. The purpose of this study was to assess how effectively early introduction of overall well-being self-care education leads to greater self-efficacy and ability to control one's own lifestyle choices.
Each week, 4 students from ATSU Soma presented a 60-minute lesson on various health topics to 5th graders at an elementary school in Woodlake. These lessons included a short presentation, demonstration, and kinesthetic activity. Pre- and post quizzes were administered at each of the 5 lessons to record baseline knowledge and retention of the information. Data analysis of the quizzes was performed using the paired t-test.
After the final lesson, self-assessment was administered to measure the students' personal knowledge about health and application of the knowledge in their daily lives. Self-assessment was scored on a 5-point scale, 1 being strongly disagree and 5 being strongly agree.
Here are the results of our study comparing the average scores of pre- and post quizzes. Out of 88 students, 66 students were able to successfully complete both pre- and post quizzes. The average pre-quiz score was 4.18 and the average post-quiz score was 4.73, showing an overall improvement.
Here's a representation of our pre- and post-program self-assessment questionnaire. The self-assessment questionnaire average score was 4.11 out of 5 with a standard deviation of 1.98 and a total N of 15.
Our findings suggest a statistically significant change in the amount of information retained by the students after each lesson. Possible influencing factors regarding this change include the conditions in which the students took the test. Since students were able to discuss the questions during each test, this could have possibly altered each individual student's answer choice. This would ultimately cause a less accurate picture as to which students answered the exam questions correctly on their own merit. Also, since there was no specified exam time limit, this allowed additional time for students to discuss the exam and possibly increase their chances of selecting the correct answer choice.
Mentors in Medicine impacted our health center by connecting their resources to students and subsequently their families. Our program demonstrated a significant improvement in the students' health awareness through our lessons, and we strongly believe that it can be replicated as an after-school enrichment through other health centers. We plan to present our project findings to our course directors and the Family Healthcare Network Board.
Future research may involve expanding the program to other grade levels and multivariate analyses regarding gender or ethnicity. Based on our work, we realized our program was positively correlated with short-term improvement in quantity of knowledge regarding health, safety, and exercise, which may translate to improved lifestyle choices.
Although the improvements in our project were based off of a small sample of students, we would want to generalize our findings by replicating our project, allowing it to be applicable to other groups and situations. This could be done using our same methods, but with the different elementary schools here and new incoming osteopathic medical students to serve as new investigators. In addition, replicating our project will allow us to address any limitations that we had in this first project.
Final section, a brief discussion on the limitations of our study. First of all, this study was a pilot run of a freshly created program. In other words, we conducted our study with a newly built curriculum that was taught by first-time instructors, which may have led to decreased effectiveness of content delivery. Secondly, the quiz questions used in our assessment were not validated measures of self-efficacy or in any way proven to be indicators of health or well-being. Which brings me to our next point. Causation of improved test scores cannot be determined by our study. Although we found a significant increase in quiz scores, it is indeterminable to discern the cause of this improvement other than an effective transmission of knowledge from facilitators to competent subjects. And lastly, some surveys were not completed, which resulted in loss of data and possible skewed results.
Finally, we would like to thank Dr. Lewis, Ms. Willihan, Dr. Quezada, Dr. Crines, the Wood Lake Unified School District, and Family Healthcare Network for all their help and support throughout this project. We would also like to thank the students who participated in this study for their time and contribution. This has been truly a rewarding experience for all of us.